Welcome to Hot Stocks. My name is Cory and today we're going to talk about Tesla, Pltr, AMD, NIO, and Twlo. I'll see you after the intro. Alright, first up is Tesla stock, and if you haven't seen the first episode of Hot Stocks, you need to go watch that because I go into Tesla and NIO in great detail. And a lot of this chart might not make sense unless you've seen the first episode. So the first thing you need to know is I believe we are finishing up the cycle and we are currently in wave 5 of a larger cycle on Tesla, which means we could be hitting a very critical market top very soon. So in the first episode of Hot Stocks, I said watch this $587 level very closely because it is likely going to be a very strong resistance level for Tesla. That doesn't mean we can't break it, but it is an important level to watch. So the first thing we need to watch on Tesla is if we can break above 587, we're likely going to head somewhere around 647 and we'll go ahead and just round that up to 650. If we can't break above 587 and this level continues to act as resistance, it's likely that wave 5 is ending around this level and we could see retracements going all the way back to $465, and we also have a support level at $461. So one day does not set a trend, and yeah, we did have a bad day on Tesla going down negative 3% today, but we still held up above that 5 EMA, so we still have bullish price action. It's very possible that the Tesla bulls are just taking a break because they went too far too fast, and the price needs to consolidate and cool off a little bit before we head higher. Don't forget, there's still a lot of S&P 500 index funds that have to buy into Tesla, so this party could just be getting started and we could see much higher price targets. But don't FOMO in at the top and don't just buy Tesla because you have the fear of missing out. Be a disciplined trader and watch these price targets like a hawk. And if we start closing above 587, it starts increasing the odds and the chances that we're going to 650. Don't just assume we're going to go to 650 and start buying in at the top. That's the worst case scenario because if we start getting a pullback, you're not going to have any money left to buy and you're going to be down with huge losses and you're likely just going to sell for a big loss when you really didn't even have to enter that trade. So on Tesla, keep watching that 587 level. As you can tell, we did fail to close above it last week, and we did get somewhat of a bull trap with the gap up open and then the bleed out all day long. So watch 587, and if we fail to break above 587, get ready to start buying somewhere around the 460s. Next up is Pltr stock, and this was a heavily requested stock on the first episode of Hot Stocks, so I'm adding it in. Now, the one thing I need to make it clear on Pltr is this is an IPO, and there's not a lot of technical data for me to look at. So there's really not that much I can do as far as technical analysis goes, but I do believe that price action is king. So we're going to go ahead and look at the price action and see if we can see where this thing's going. So the first thing to know is I do have some Fibonacci extension levels, and it looks like we were having trouble around my 1.618 level around 33.25. We peaked up above that level a little bit, but then we had a sharp pullback and we closed somewhere around the 0.236. With today's price action, we went all the way down to my Fibonacci retracement level of 0.382 around $24. And we did bounce and close above the 5 EMA. So we still have really bullish price action. You can see we're still trading above the 5 EMA and we're still riding that upper Bollinger Band. This is definitely one of those fear of missing out stocks. And again, I don't suggest you FOMO into these stocks. If you don't already own them, you might not want to be buying at these high valuations. However, this $24 level is by far the number one level you want to be trying to buy at. And as you can see, it was a great support level today because we had the wick of this candle come down to this level and then we had a huge bounce. So on Pltr stock, just know this stock is absolutely going parabolic and there's not a lot of technical data on it, but it is a very strong trending stock and the price action does look very bullish. So if you're going to buy into this stock, don't throw too much money at it because it is a high risk, high reward type situation and you don't want to put too much of your portfolio into a stock like Pltr until we see where this thing's going to go. So it is possible we keep cooling off and we can actually come back down to the 24 level and sort of get a consolidation, and then maybe we'll get a breakout and we'll start heading higher. So I would be a buyer of Pltr somewhere around the $24 level. The next hot stock we're going to talk about is AMD, and we had AMD in this long consolidation ever since August, and I love these consolidation patterns because the stock is just building up energy, consolidating, and we see it finally got a breakout of this resistance trend line, and ever since it's been on an absolute run. Once we formed that daily higher high on Friday, you can see that was all the bulls needed to see to buy into this thing, and we had a huge day today going up over 6%. So AMD went from $87 to $92 in just a day, and I do have a price target on AMD somewhere up here around $99. So there's not a ton of upside left on AMD, but if we do get a pullback, it could be a hot stock that you want to buy into and ride it up to about $100. So I do have AMD on the hot stocks list, and it could be a runner because as you can see from this horizontal line at $92, we did get a daily higher high again. So this stock does look poised to start running, and I'm definitely getting bullish on AMD with price action like this, and it's forming daily higher highs and brand new all-time highs. It could be a runner. The next stock we're going to talk about is NIO, and remember, if you haven't seen the first hot stocks video, you need to watch that because I go into NIO in great detail. So remember, I think we're ending wave 3 on NIO, and we're likely heading down to a wave 4. So I'm going to be a buyer of NIO at possible price targets of $46, $41, and $39. So today we went somewhere around 48 and we did get that bounce, but we did close below the 5 EMA, so the price action is starting to break down. The first time we start closing below the 5 EMA, I want to jump over to a 1 hour chart, and you can see here I have this resistance trend line taking all the tops on the 1 hour chart to see if we can start getting price action closes above this trend line. So if we start closing back above somewhere around $53, we could be going higher on NIO. But if we stay below $52 and we continue to ride lower and lower and lower, the price action is likely telling us we're going into that wave 4 I was talking about, and we need to see more cooling off in the price action before NIO is ready to head higher. So going back to the daily chart, watch these price targets of 46 all the way down to 39, and that could be a good time to start accumulating NIO for the ride up to $70 price target that I have on NIO. Remember, that price target on NIO is assuming we go through a wave 4 first, so we need to see that pullback and that consolidation before we start heading up to $70. So like I said with the other stocks, I don't recommend FOMOing it at the top. Wait for those dips and be a patient, disciplined trader. The last hot stock we're going to talk about tonight is of course Twlo, and I love this stock. It's one of my biggest stocks I'm holding right now as far as hot stocks because this is one of my favorite setups by far. You can see we came out of a bull run. We had this really nice consolidation where we're building up energy, and we did get that break out of consolidation, the test of that as support, and the continuation of that bounce. On top of that, we got the daily higher high, and we're trading above the 5 EMA, and this stock looks like it's just going to start running. So my price target 1 on Twlo is $338, but I think we're going to blast right through $338, and the price target I have on Twlo longer term is about $373, so let's just go ahead and round that up to $375. So I do like Twlo a lot. It's definitely going to be one of those hot stocks that we're going to continue to cover, and I do think it is a buy the dip stock where you want to try to buy it when it touches the 5 EMA. You can see if you bought it off the 5 EMA dip today, you closed up in the green on that position, and that was already a good trade in the first day you're buying the stock. This stock is going to start running, and it's absolutely a hot stock. And as you can see, it's not like those other stocks where you're FOMOing in at the top. This one has a lot of room to run with a price target of 373, and it's a great opportunity to start accumulating a position if you're looking for the next hot stock that's going to be a runner. So don't forget, the Hot Stocks is a brand new series right here on the Stocks channel, and if you're looking for more hot stocks and trading and entries and exits on stocks, don't forget about the Stocks channel Discord, which you can join from the link in the description below of this video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to comment below on other hot stocks you think I should add to this series because we're gonna start doing a lot more hot stocks videos. Remember, everybody, don't FOMO into hot stocks at the absolute top. Be a disciplined trader and you're gonna be a lot more profitable. Good luck out there, everybody. I hope you really enjoying these hot stocks episodes as much as I'm enjoying making them for you. And as always, I will see you in the next episode.